Okay, Jace, first of all, you must be wrapped. Joining your side, it's going to play finals football and knocked off the best team last week.
Yeah, I'm wrapped actually. I guess going well. Finals footy is always a bit more exciting than the general home and away season.
Just last week must have provided a spark for the boys. They must be wrapped to come into a final series after knocking off Sunbury.
I guess, yeah, you're always wrapped to just going with a win. So, yeah.
This week it's going to be a tough game again, and just Melton South are a side that have been show their good footies as good as anyone's. Just what have you focused on for this week?
I guess just run and carry and just try to quick ball movement mainly.
Just you coming into the midfield at North City, and it seems like the side's just gone from strength to strength from where it was last year. What do you think's been the major change?
I think we've worked a lot harder and become a bit more disciplined, and I mean everyone just across the board's probably improved a little bit too.
Have you had much premiership experience in your past, and is there any sort of secret or any tactics of being good on the day?
No success for me, so yet to know what the secret is.
Out of last week's game, obviously it was a good feeling. Were there any injuries to come out of the game, or do you think you got out of the game pretty well?
Yeah, no, don't think there was any injuries.
So do you think will there be any changes this week, do you think?
I think we get an extra one on the bench, so I guess that's a change.
And will that change how you do what will that change in the way you play the game?
Not much, probably just get an extra rotation or so.
They spoke that you've got no finals experience or grand final experience, or do you say finals experience?
I've played finals, but no, haven't had success, premiership success.
So when was the last time you played finals?
We played in the finals in 4 years down at Colac.
Yeah, okay. So how much are you looking forward to this personally?
I always look forward to it, I don't know, just a bit more than the home and away season. I always look forward to footy, but I guess a little bit more now it's finals.
You've played in some amazing sides down at Colac, and that have been pretty strong down there, and a lot of AFL players that come from Colac. Yeah. Is this the strongest side you've ever played in?
I don't know. Probably not. I think we'd probably just play together a bit better as a team, maybe. Probably not quite the individuals that are as good as some of the other individuals I've played with, but we've got a good bunch now, so yeah.
What's been Robbie Waters' key themes heading towards final? Has the message changed over the course of the year? Because I think the expectation, certainly from outside, has changed. I think most of think you're a better side than we did it earlier in the season. Has there been any change in his message?
Not really. I think maybe we've lifted our work rate a little bit and started to build now, like halfway through this season. I think we had a feeling that we were likely to play finals, so we started to build and that sort of thing, but nothing's really changed.
And just finally from me, what do you see as your strengths against Melton South, and what do you see as areas that perhaps you might need to work on?
Maybe our strengths are hopefully pace, which I think against anyone, and definitely have to work out how to beat their big key forwards. I think they kicked at least 70 or 80% of their goals against us last game. So.
Okay, Shane, you started off the season with an absolute bang and everyone thought, wow, this is amazing. At the moment, you've just sort of flown under the radar to the finals. As the team, do you think you're peaking towards the end of the season now?
Look, our last game was okay against North City. The week before, though, we got a win over Melton. It wasn't great. So we're very up and down side, but somehow we just got to find the consistency for 4 quarters in a game, and then we'll be competitive with anyone. So it's not that we're flying at the moment, but it's a great feeling around the club at the moment. So.
Have many of your players had finals experience before, and do you think that they may get a bit over-daunted on the day?
No, not a lot of players have had finals experience. We've got quite a few young guys that have come through our junior system, and the senior club hasn't played finals for a couple of years. A few of our recruits that are coming to the club have played, so we've probably got about 7 or 8 blokes that have played it. But my message to the guys is, you're still playing with an oval ball, you're still playing against an opposition, not much changes, just the stakes are a little bit higher.
North City have recruited strongly over the off-season, and they've got a very solid side across every different line. Is there any particular area you're going to have to target, or midfield, or forwards, or back?
Look, I think they're very, very strong in the midfield. So obviously we have to watch Jason and also Aidan, George and the other guys that rotate through there. As he mentioned, Jason mentioned earlier, they're very, very quick all across the ground. So we have to make sure we get possession of the footy and hang on to it and not give it back to them. They've got some tall forwards through their forward line, like Clark's really come into some form late in the season, so he's one to watch. And they're pretty solid down back, although Such has kicked a few and Rex has kicked a few, they're still pretty solid down back. So we can't really concentrate on any one area. So when they've got it, we have to watch them. When we've got it, we've just got to try and get it forward and score. And
travelling to Eastern Oval as well probably adds a bit of a tough factor, because I suppose there's other finals at Darley and that sort of closer areas.
I'd play on the moon, mate, so it doesn't matter. We'll play anywhere.
Devil's advocate question. At the start of the season, it might have been, from the outside this point of view, that Melton South would have been wrapped just to play finals. Is a finals appearance good enough for you guys?
Look, I think we probably got halfway through the year and we thought we're good enough our best is good enough to compete with all the sides. So just falling in and making the finals now, it's really not good enough. I don't want to be here just to make up the numbers. Yep. We honestly feel that our best on any given day, we can be competitive with anyone. So we just got to put that performance on the track on the day. So
having the bye just before finals, has that allowed you to get anyone back? Has it allowed you guys who are carrying injuries or has there been anyone carrying injuries, and have any of them benefited from having that extra week?
Look, at this stage of the year, most guys are carrying something. You're very rarely going to get them going in 100%. It's been good for us to have guys freshen up. So, like, we had a pretty solid session Saturday, and we're lucky to get out of it. No injuries. We did some competitive stuff, but no injuries. So our guys will be pretty fresh. So we're quite happy with the way it's turned out.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you, guys.